every single thing we faced, I think, is something that we won't forget. Like the injuries, the playing through people that playing with groups that we are just haven't even practiced with for the first time in games. Like we were faced with so much uncertainty. So I think there isn't like one pinpoint game where I'm like,
this is straight up shocking. Lexie Hull just dropped a bombshell that has Fever fans in absolute chaos. She's officially leaving Indiana. Yes, the same Lexie who's been riding alongside Caitlin Clark through every ounce of drama this rookie season. Now she's out, and everyone's scrambling to figure out what really went down. Did something happen behind closed doors? Or did Lexie finally reach her breaking point? Let's be honest, Lexie wasn't just another player filling a jersey. She was one of the few who consistently brought grit, heart, and hustle every single night. When the season turned upside down, she was diving on the hardwood, fighting for every loose ball, doing all the dirty work that never shows up in highlight clips but earns real respect. That's what made her different. She had that unshakable fire. Here's the crazy part. Her contract situation was already hanging by a thread. As a restricted free agent, the Fever could have kept her if they wanted to. But the way Lexie's been talking lately, it sounds like her mind's already made up. When athletes start using words like uncertainty, and we'll see what comes, you can tell the writing's on the wall. It feels like she's already packing her bags and walking away from Indy for good. The Fever's season was pure chaos. Injuries piling up, confusing rotations, and non-stop noise swirling around Caitlin Clark. Now, with Lexie gone, things might get even messier.
Entire league in general, but you're a free agent for the first time. Have you thought about what free agency might look like for you if you'd like to be back?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a restricted free agent, so I think that changes things a little bit, but I've loved my years here in Indiana. So obviously with a lot of uncertainty, you don't know what's to come, but I've built a life here, and I love this franchise. I love the people. I love the fans, so we'll see.
It's honestly a miracle the team didn't completely fall apart by June. But through all that madness, Lexie was one of the few who held everything together. Whether she was starting, coming off the bench, or even playing out of position, she showed up every single time. That's real dedication. That interview, though, said it all. You could feel the energy shift the moment Lexie started talking. The exhaustion in her voice was real, a mix of disappointment and I'm done with this attitude that hit like a ton of bricks. She said she loved Indiana, loved the fans, and loved the people. But notice what she didn't say. She never said she loved what was happening inside the franchise. That silence spoke louder than any headline ever could. When she said, "I've built a life here," it wasn't a commitment, it was a farewell in disguise. A classy exit wrapped up as a thoughtful answer. She's too smart to slam the door shut, but make no mistake, she's already walking out of it. And her timing? Oh, it's strategic. The Fever are heading into one of their wildest off-seasons yet. Caitlin Clark is recovering from injury, CBA talks are collapsing, and whispers of a 2026 lockout are getting louder by the day. Right in the middle of all that madness, one of Clark's closest teammates decides to leave. That's not random. That's a red flag waving in bright neon. Lexie made it clear she's tired of the chaos. She talked about constantly switching roles, unpredictable lineups, and being expected to perform no matter what mess she was thrown into. That was her polite way of saying there was zero stability. She never knew which version of the Fever was going to show up, and that's no way to play professional basketball. Coach Stephanie White was mixing lineups like it was an open tryout. One night Lexie was guarding wings, the next she was a catch-and-shoot sniper, and suddenly she was the defensive anchor in crunch time. That's not strategy, that's survival mode. And putting that kind of pressure on a player without rhythm or consistency is exactly how you lose them. And now the Fever just did. Yet through all the chaos, Lexie handled herself like a total pro. Even when she talked about adapting and being flexible, that wasn't just polite filler. It was her coded way of saying, "I kept quiet, followed orders, and did my job." You could tell she was tired of biting her tongue. But here's where it gets spicy. Lexie's not heading home to rest or take a break. Nope, she's officially joining Unrivaled, the brand new offseason league run by Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart.
Tasha tweeted and was just saying a bunch about pride and how proud she was of this team. Have you kind of had similar emotions the last couple of days, and how do you balance that with a very painful ending to the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think like following the game, it's so disappointing to lose. And most seasons end on a loss, so it's really hard and challenging. But I think when you sit back and think about our year and everything that we were able to accomplish with the circumstances that
That move says everything about where players' minds are these days. They're done putting blind faith in the WNBA system. Players want power, visibility, and paychecks that actually reflect their value. And Lexie's decision? That's not just a basketball move. That's a business move. She sees what's coming. A possible lockout, unstable leadership, and a league that still can't figure out how to treat its stars right. So she's investing her time and energy somewhere fresh, somewhere player-driven, where she actually has control and security. That's bold, meaningful, and incredibly telling. And let's talk about her loyalty for a second. She didn't throw any shade at Caitlin Clark, not even a hint. When asked about her, Lexie got emotional, saying it hurt to see Caitlin sidelined with injuries and unable to compete. You could feel the love and respect in every word. But notice what she didn't say. She didn't say she was staying to help Caitlin bounce back. Instead, she said she was proud of Caitlin for showing up. That's pure class, but also pure closure. It's the kind of soft goodbye that hits harder the more you think about it. Because if someone like Lexie Hull, one of the most team-first, upbeat, locker-room glue players in the league, decides she's had enough, it means something deep is broken inside that organization. Morale is dropping fast. Lexie said it herself. Her biggest strength is her competitiveness and her will to win. So if someone like her is walking away, it's not because she's scared. It's because she's exhausted. Exhausted from the instability, the constant changes, and being stuck on a team where one superstar grabs all the attention while everyone else gets treated like background noise. And let's make this crystal clear. This isn't on Caitlin Clark. But it's still the truth. The media's obsession with her has created a massive shadow that no one else can step out of. When Caitlin sneezes, it's trending. When Lexie dives on the floor for the 10th time in one game, no one even blinks. You can only live in that spotlight's shadow for so long before thinking, you know what, maybe I deserve to be somewhere I'm actually seen and respected.
Uncertain for the entire league in general, but you're a free agent for the first time. Have you thought about what free agency might look like for you if you'd like to be back?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a restricted free agent, so I think that changes things a little bit, but I've loved my years here in Indiana. So obviously with a lot of uncertainty, you don't know what's to come, but I've built a life here, and I love this franchise. I love the people. I love the fans, so we'll see what comes.
For Lexie Hull, this season was all about constant change, new roles, new expectations, nonstop adjustments. Whether she was shooting, defending, or diving for loose balls, she showed up the same way every night. Steady, reliable, and fearless. That adaptability became her greatest strength, but now she's gone, and the Fever just lost one of their most important glue players. You can replace scorers. You can draft new names. But you can't replace the energy, hustle, and chemistry that someone like Lexie brings. She was the heartbeat of that team, the one keeping things steady when the chaos hit. Sure, Caitlin Clark remains the face of the franchise, but her support system just got weaker. The question now is simple. Who steps up next? Lexie's exit is more than just a roster move. It's a warning. Players are tired of instability, tired of being overshadowed, and Lexie's decision proves it. And for Caitlin, this one hurts deeply. Lexie wasn't just a teammate. She was her anchor, the one person she could trust when things got messy. Their connection wasn't loud or flashy. It was quiet and powerful. When Caitlin got doubled, Lexie was there. When the media heat got intense, Lexie had her back. Now that bond is gone, and with it, a huge piece of the Fever's chemistry. Heading into her second year, Caitlin faces enormous pressure. She's expected to lead, score, and carry a franchise that's still trying to find its identity. Without Lexie by her side, that weight just got heavier. But maybe this is her turning point, the moment she grows from rookie phenom to true leader. No more safety net, no more deflecting, it's all on her now. Still, Lexie's exit sends a message across the locker room. If someone that loyal can walk away, no one's safe. The Fever are on the edge. This could either unite them or break them completely. So yeah, Lexie Hull leaving hurts. For Caitlin, for fans, for the team. But maybe this is the moment Caitlin Clark finally steps into her power and turns the chaos into something unstoppable.
It's better. I'm excited to sit down and not do anything for a little bit. Yeah.
For you, what was this season like in terms of the different iterations and the different versions of yourself that you had to play, different roles, shooting, defense, diving, all those different things?
Yeah, I mean, the year, I feel like my role changed throughout the course of the year. I think continuing to just show up as my best self, regardless of starting or not, or playing more on the ball defensively or off, like whatever the night looked like. I feel like my ability to adapt grew throughout the year, and that's something that I think I can continue to work on my game, is being flexible and being able to really just do whatever the team needs. And this year, I think everyone on our team was challenged